Good evening, everybody, and we are live. We're live on Facebook and we're live on Instagram tonight. Say hi, Jessie.
Hi.
They can't see you there. Say hi.
I'm eating a half of a carrot.
You are eating a carrot. Yes, you are. Right. So, hi, guys. Welcome back to Cooking with the Griffiths. We got Wendy. We got
Jessie.
Is your name Jessie? And we got a very reluctant Barry. Stinky Barry. Oh, poor daddy. He's not stinky. And yes, everyone, so we did our cooking shows in December and we had such amazing feedback on them. People were loving them. So we were asked to come back and cook again in January, which is good because it's healthy January. Well, I know everyone in the UK certainly feel a little bit depressed about lockdown, but anyway, onwards and upwards. I'm determined that this lockdown, I am going to be a healthier version than I was the first lockdown. If any of you tuned into my masterclass last night, you would have heard me sharing my story about that. But yes, so the idea of these meals is that we are showing you in the witching hour, like we've got a carrot in her mouth right now to occupy her, how we, cook our family dinners. Most of the time, it's just us dancing around the kitchen, someone doing a little bit of this, someone doing a little bit of that. So this is our life. This is what we do.
Can I eat the whole carrot?
Well, we need it for our food. So yes, tonight we are cooking a healthy cottage pie. And the thing is, this is actually 30 days approved. So for those of you...
Cottage pie.
Yeah, so for those of you who are currently on the 30 Days to Healthy Living with Arbonne, you will know that that's all about clean eating, food as it's meant to be, cooked from scratch. So we want to show you how you can do that without it taking hours and hours. Like literally, this is what we do every night, cook from scratch. Actually, what I'm doing right now is I would make enough that you've got double so that you can actually use one and freeze one, because I'm very much subscribed to the cook now, eat later, not just cook every single night, because let's be honest, who has the time, especially when you're homeschooling kids, you're in lockdown, everything else is going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to start because I'm talking at the same time, so it's quite hard to do everything at once. So I've got
a potato.
You're going to peel. So what we're using tonight, we're going to do a beef mix, but you can also use lentils if you want to do a vegan option as well. So it's up to you. We actually do meat-free Monday. We do a good few plant-based meals in a week. So actually tonight's one of our meat meals. So that's why we're doing the mince.
You can do the carrot.
But what I suggest you do if you're cooking along is you get your oven on. So you get that to about 180, 200 degrees, depending whether you're fan assisted.
51.
I don't know what that is in gas mark settings. I don't use those metrics, so sorry about that. And what Barry and Jessie are doing right now is they are peeling
a potato.
They're peeling potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet
Now,
potato.
why sweet potatoes, sweetheart?
I got some from Rory.
From Rory.
No, from Roy's the shop. But why do we have sweet potato, not potato?
Because I like sweet.
And also,
Sweet potato.
sweet potato is a bit healthier because it's what's called low glycemic index, low GI, which means that it's going to burn through you like at a slower pace so that you actually don't have that sugar spike and crash. Because like anyone ever had a jacket potato, then they'll feel really tired afterwards. Well, that's because the carbohydrate in it acts like a sugar and it gives you a little boost. So what we're obviously doing is having something that's more of a complex carbohydrate so that it keeps you fuller for longer, which hence the sweet potato. So we're using that as our mash on top. Now, if you've got kids who don't like sweet potato, it's something that you could do half potato, half sweet potato, or like a quarter sweet potato, and then gradually get them used to having the sweet potato. Obviously the color gives it away, but it's fun. There's actually a lot of onion here. I don't need 2 onions. I've got 1 medium onion that I'm chopping up right now, which I'm going to go and get put into my pan. So Jessie, you show everyone what you're doing there, and I'm going to take Instagram over here.
I'm going to peel a carrot.
And what I'm going to do right now
Away from you.
is I'm going to get a bit of olive oil going in here.
Are we taking the carrot
on, and I'm going to get that sauteing. So for anyone who was part of our cook along in December, you definition of sauteing, and all my friends who did home economics with me because we had to, not because by choice. Actually, I really liked home ec. Will be laughing at me right now. So that is heating up. So I'm going to get my onions in to fry off in a sec. I'm also, hello to those of you tuning in live as well. There's a lot going on right now. Sorry I haven't said hello to you. So what Barry's doing as well is he is putting the sweet potatoes. We've got just 2. So this is going to feed like 4 of us. When I say 4 of us, she doesn't count. She had her dinner earlier. She can't wait until 6 o'clock. But we are getting those in. The other thing that you can do, I've got some carrots here, is we're actually going to peel and chop up some of the carrots because that is a really great way to also bulk out your mash with some vegetables. So let's get those in with the sweet potatoes as well. Look at this peeling. This child is 4. It's amazing. Like, I love the fact that Jessie has watched us cook as a child, like from a young age.
Yeah, that's fine because I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut it there.
So I'm going to get my onions in to saute in a little bit of olive oil in a frying pan.
Look at my peeling. I just peeled that one already.
It's really good, sweetheart. I'm also going to get some garlic in there because I just love garlic, and get that chopped up and smudged in. The other thing is you could also saute off, and grab me those mushrooms out the fridge. I'm going to put some mushrooms in. Now, you might be like, oh, I don't like mushrooms. I don't like this. I don't like that. Honestly,
If you don't like mushrooms, you can't use it.
Well, actually, what you can do is just hide the mushrooms, sweetheart. Yeah, so what I do, Barry's just grabbed some of what we do when we've got excess veg left in, like we haven't used.
100 of these.
Yeah, probably are 100 in there. But what we do is if we've got veg that's about to go off, instead of throwing it away, and that's like one of the biggest causes of like environmental pollution is food wastage. It's honestly, what we actually do is we chop them up and we put them in these freezer bags and we just pull them out then when we need to make quick dinners.
If someone doesn't have mushrooms that they don't like,
what can you do?
you need to throw them away.
No, you don't.
Reuse them.
No, you don't. You can put in whatever you want. Guys, I just like to bulk out my meal, so I'm not literally just having meat and potatoes.
I like mushrooms, so we have mushrooms, but if we don't want it, we have to hide them.
Yeah, but you also didn't used to like mushrooms, and Mummy said if you try, you get a sticker. Don't I?
Try.
So what Barry's also done is he's taken peeled carrots and he's going to put those in with the sweet potatoes. So we're going to do a sweet potato and carrot mash on top. So already there we've got mushrooms. Yes, my sweetheart, just a sec. Already we've got mushrooms, we've got onions, we've got garlic, we've got sweet potatoes, we've got carrots, we've got loads of goodies in there, loads of good veg and goodness going in that we're hiding in the food. And the other thing with your bolognese, once you start frying off the mince, if you've got kids who like things quiet, they don't like to see the veg and things, because you could hide like celery in there, you could hide all sorts. You can actually take a hand blender, which I do, and I zhuzh it. That's what I used to do when she was a baby. I used to make like a massive pot of vegetable, like ratatouille, and then and then put some mince in and stuff, and then I would zhuzh it down.
I told Jessie if you didn't hear my name.
Jessie, we all heard your name and you're amazing. We love you. You're so good. Ow! 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 She just bit me. Well, it was a love bite. It wasn't a bite. Right, so we got mushrooms going on sauteing in there. We've got the mushrooms sauteing in there. We've got our sweet potato and our carrots boiling away there. So that's going to be our mash. So I've just put that in some boiling water with a bit of Himalayan salt just to give it some flavor. That's sauté. I'm actually going to get the mince in now, as well as the courgette. So if Barry, if you can chop up some of the courgette.
Apparently courgette's been peeled.
Oh my goodness, right. Jessie, this is amazing. And the other top tip that we use all the stuff for is we actually take all the scraps that we have left over and we actually use it to make food for our dog. So he gets lentils and all the veg and all the scraps and everything.
And when I drop some Cheerios, he gets eat it. He's not eating all our food.
Yeah, so cherries are her treat
Perfect.
breakfast on the weekends. Just, yeah, I wouldn't give her cherries every day, otherwise she'd be bouncing off the walls. So yes, that's what she gets as her treat breakfast. But yes, we give all these scraps to our dog. So we actually cook up a lovely, and we get like chicken livers, and then we just cook them up, and he loves it. Like, you should have seen how excited he was to get his breakfast this morning. He absolutely loves it. So I'm going to put my mince in now. So I've got 500 grams of mince here, which is actually quite a lot of mince. Hence why this will actually make enough for 2 full meals for Barry and I. So this is, you know, absolutely more like, especially when I've bolted out with all those mushrooms, the courgettes are going in right now, and obviously with the mash on top. So there's loads of fantastic veg in there.
Okay, you can put it in a second. Do that one, and then we'll just go.
So let us know in the comments if you guys are fans of cottage pie. Is this a dish that you actually make, or is it not something
Did you want to bring this over?
that you know, I used to have it growing up in South Africa. We loved
And
it.
then you can put it in.
Right, so let's save all the scraps for Ledley. So look at all this food waste right now. If we were literally throwing this in the bin, all of that beautiful veg with all of its nutrients and its, you know, everything would be going to waste. And actually now it gets boiled up and it gets fed to our dog, which is incredible. Like, all that food waste. No wonder there's so much food waste. And on that note, that's why I'm such a massive advocate for food planning and meal planning, because when you know what you're using and you only get the ingredients that you actually need, you waste far less food. And actually, like, food wastage is one of the biggest threats to the planet after the US and China. Just saying. Just saying.
Now the
Right.
courgette went in the oven.
The other way that you can get a lot of veg into your meals is I've used this in December and showed you, but I actually use my Arbonne Greens balance. So this is something that I can put in the bolognese after which way am I going here? That way. That way.
Vitamins.
Yes.
See them.
Mommy got you vitamins too. And so yes, that's another way. So 1 scoop of this greens balance is the equivalent of a portion of fruits and vegetables as part of your daily diet. So
I can open my
it's got like
vitamins.
37 different varieties of fruit and veg in there. So it's really an amazing product that I use. Like, Jessie has a little greens like smoothie in the morning, in the evening as well. So she's always getting loads of veg in. So, but I love just to hide all the veg. So I'm going to take you over and show you what's going on over here at the stove. So we've got the mince sauteing off with the courgettes right now. We've got the carrots and the sweet potatoes boiling up there. So this is going to make down into, I'm just going to mince this up quickly. This is going to make down into a really nice bolognese. And then I'm going to ask Barry to bring me if we put it there. Now that we've done all the food prep.
Hi.
No, it's fine, leave it there. Leave it there.
You know what I'm eating? I'm eating my vitamins because I just had 2 vitamins today.
Did you have 2 vitamins today?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh, so we got Jasper saying that she makes a minced lamb curry for a friend who is poorly. Oh, that's such a lovely thing to do. I wish I lived closer to you. I'm worried that this is going to fall over. Let's try to do that. Try and balance you there. It's like a balancing act here. Cook a meal, talk to Jessie, like multitasking. I'm just showing you what it's really like. Right, so in my bolognese, just for those of you tuning in now, I've got sauteed at some onions, some garlic, some mushrooms, some courgettes. As I said, you can use a hand blender to mince this all down. You don't need to worry. If you want to hide veg from your kids.
Do you want to see what my vitamin looks like?
No.
Well, you can if you want. It's a vitamin D vitamin.
It's a little small thing that it's white and that they're together on circles.
Oh, Jasper just said yes, please. She wants to see your vitamin. So Jessie takes vitamins so that she stays healthy, as well as having lots of fruit and veg. Right, so I've got my
Lots of food and veg.
I've got my chopped tomatoes here. So this is going in connection, which sorry about that for Instagram. I'm also just going to pop a little bit of Himalayan salt into my bolognese, and I am going to put some pepper in. I'm very lazy. I have a pepper grinder.
Looks like I had...
Which actually needs some new batteries. That's so good, sweetheart. And you get a sticker for taking it every day. And you get a on this.
Daddy.
Right, I'm going to show you what this looks like in a second. But Jessie promised you guys that she was going to do you a little show. Guys, can I have another tin of tomatoes? I'm actually asked Barry to get me another tin of chopped tomatoes because I actually want to bulk this out and make more.
This one.
Jessie is so funny. Is that Granddad that's watching? That's who's Griffith 8050? That might be Granddad.
Can I see?
You can't see Granddad on the screen. It's not like on the phone, sweetheart. But Granddad's watching you.
But I want to see.
Right, so out of 500 grams of mince there, and my mushrooms and my courgettes and my veggies, see that's quite chunky, so that's why I'm going to use the handheld blender to blend to mush it down.
Mush.
And you've also got the mash going on there. That will nearly be ready. Do you want to check on that? Because we're going to get mashing on that.
And I'm just mixing up this.
And then I'm just going to show the Facebook people what's going on over here with our bolognese. So that's cooking up nicely. And as I say, handheld blender to chunk that down if you want, if your kids don't want all the obvious veg. Yes, sweetheart.
Which one is Grandpa?
Oh, Nanny, that one. And Nanny's watching too.
So that one's Granddad and that one's Nanny. Granddad's the down one.
Because girls are always on
YouTube.
I meant women are always at the top of the... Oh, I don't know where I'm going with this because it's just sounding really bad.
Is a name for This is
Right,
someone's
let's get ready
toe,
to mash.
This is someone's other toe, and this might be my hand or something.
Jessie, are you going to do a nice song for everybody like you said you would? So for those of you who tuned in later, just wait, I'll check.
It's wheeling it up to the sky, and it's going around.
Not too bad, actually.
If
I'll leave it for 5 more minutes.
you have to look at it now
2 minutes.
to see
You're going to do a
it.
song?
What are you singing, sweetheart?
What are you going to sing?
Also just popping some mixed herbs into the mixture there. Over here.
You want to do Twinkle Twinkle? Okay, go up.
Okay.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder
Look there too.
what you are. Up above the world so high, like that diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Did you just burp on the camera? What did you say?
Excuse me. I did pretend burp.
Was it a pretend burp? I'm not sure it was, my sweetheart. Right, what Mummy's going to do, Daddy, could you give me the handheld blender and the silver bowl? And then I'm just going to blitz this a bit.
Mommy, I wanted to put that in.
Well, we haven't done it yet. We're going to put the greens balance in. So this is the Arbonne veggie mix. Oh, the stock cube. That's a good point, actually. Good. So what I love about this is that you can put it in food. So obviously it doesn't actually affect the color of it. Obviously when you go in, you can see there.
Can you lift me up and I can mix it?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put that stock cube in. Where is it? Where'd you put it?
Put it into stock already.
Oh no. Oh, that's what you mean by wanting to put it in already.
Yes.
Right, so we're going to sprinkle in the stock cube. Okay.
Sprinkle it.
Okay, put it in there.
Sprinkle a little bit.
Oh, pop it in there. And that's going to be lovely. And then Mummy's just going to mix that all up. And then I'm going to put it in a bowl because I'm going to use a handheld blender just to blitz it down because I don't want to be using handheld blender in my cooking pots and pans because that would
What are my
be...
plans? Do that.
Because I wouldn't want to scratch these.
Can I mix some,
Yeah.
please? I'm mixing some now.
You are. And then Daddy's going to do the mash. Actually, Jessie, you're going to have to move from where you are in a sec because we are going to have to, just stay careful there. we're gonna have to get the dishes out of the cupboard there that we use for the oven. So, here's my lovely bolognese mix.
It is glass.
With loads of healthy veg in there.
And this,
Can I show them? Loads of healthy veg in there.
it stung me, but it hurt a little bit, but not too much, Mummy.
What hurt? Oh, was it warm? Yeah, I was gonna say. Need to be careful with all this hot stuff here.
It spilled on your phone, Mummy.
Oh, that's okay. Right, I'm gonna use my handheld blender to blitz this down so that it's not too thick and chunky, just so you've got more of that like bolognese texture.
Can I do that too?
Press that button. Got about 5 more minutes left on this, guys.
But I want to do it all
Okay.
myself.
Of course you do. Okay, that's good. That looks much more like bolognese mix now, but all that veg is hidden. Right, sweetheart, can you move back from there so Mommy can get something she needs? Get me 2 of those dishes. Those like smaller ones, not those. So what I love using are these dishes. I mean, you can get them, they're Pyrex dishes. So they're really decent size to make a family meal. You can do a fish pie, cottage pie. Just wait, sweetheart. And then what I do is when I cook this much, I'll make 2. So then I'll cook one for now and freeze one so that I've got that for later. And that is how, especially right now in lockdown, with everything going on and all the stuff that we have to contend with, you've actually got enough for this. You could bulk it out with lentils. So I've just done a batch cook there. Cottage pie. To show you there.
Everybody.
So set my sweetheart. And
This is
yeah, that's
my
how much I've sort of
sticker
filled it
chart.
up. Just a sec, sweetheart. Mommy's just explaining how to do this. Yes, Jessie's sticker chart, everyone, for her rewards. Are you going to get a sticker for helping Mummy cook tonight?
Yeah!
Maybe you can even get 2 because you've been such an amazing helper. And there is my carrot and my sweet potato mash. I've also put, have you put a little bit of oat milk in there? Because I actually use a plant milk. So instead of using butter and, you know, sort of unhealthy fats in there, actually you could just get a bit of oat milk, plant milk. I love oat milk in my coffee that I have, which is very much needed in the day right now.
There's a new oat milk.
Is it a new oat milk?
Yeah.
Amazing. So that will just give a little bit of the creaminess. Or you can use like Oatly. So the same people who do that oat milk, they also do a lovely like creme fraiche. They also do sorry guys. I finished explaining this quickly to people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I mix this?
It's mixed already, my angel. It's nice and chunky. So you've got the nice chunky carrots there. It's all ready.
The bun.
Okay. While Mommy puts that on top, you tell everybody.
Do you want to tell people?
I can't see you. I can't see you.
What do you want to say?
I can jump very high, and I'm 10.
Are you 10?
Yeah,
I didn't get the memo. I thought you were 4.
I'm not. I'm 10. 10 years old, and Daddy's carrying me.
Is he? Are you having a fun time at home with Mommy and Daddy at the moment, sweetheart? Right, so I'm just layering on this on top. And then this is going to go in the oven for probably about 10 minutes. Best thing you can do is take a fork and whip up the mash on top. I'll show you what it looks like in a second.
Was that a good kiss?
And actually, if you peek it with the fork, I've actually not, I should have done another. Barry did, in fairness to Barry, have an extra potato out. So I probably needed an extra potato on top, the sweet potato, to do enough mash to cover both of these. But I'll just boil one up in a second. And for this one, because this one's going to go in the freezer. So I've made one and cooked one for you in front of you here. with those ingredients that I shared on the comments and the links below. So you can always go back and cook these. And in the next 3 episodes, we're going to be making healthy chicken fajitas, or you can do vegan fajitas. You can use jackfruit or tofu. We're going to be making, what did I say? Butternut and chickpea curry, or a prawn curry. So you can use that as a base. And we're also going to be doing, what did I say? I said chicken fajitas, butternut curry.
Veggie sausage pasta.
Oh, and I'm going to be making the most wicked sausage pasta, which can be a veggie sausage pasta or a normal sausage pasta. So Nanny and Granddad, who are listening right now, you had that sausage pasta that we've made, and you can probably attest to the fact that that is delicious. So Barry's just quickly peeling up. Don't worry, you don't stick around for it. He's just quickly peeling up the. This is probably the most ambitious meal I've ever tried to cook live on Instagram and Facebook with a 4-year-old. So it's not normally. I'm not normally this scattered, because normally I can just concentrate on one thing. But I hope that I've showed you that this is what life is like, especially right now for all of us parents who are homeschooling, cooking, looking after our kids, wanting to give them healthy meals, which is why showing you how to do this and actually showing you a healthy cottage pie there. I'm actually going to get some more mash on top there. And I've got the one that I'm going to be freezing. So let me show everyone on Facebook what's going on there. So we've got the cottage. So that's the one that's going in the oven now. I'm going to put some more potato on top of that, because it was actually a last minute decision to actually bulk make, but I thought we actually got a lot of mince here. So yes, if you haven't already, get my healthy meal planner, because that will help you going on. So if you haven't got that yet, you can go to either the pin post at the top of the page on my Facebook page, or you can go to the link section of my bio and you can get that downloaded for free. And we're going to finish off tonight's cook-off. So this is going to go in the oven for about 10 minutes at about 200 degrees. And we're going to finish with your show. Who wants to see Jessie's show right now? All right, everybody? Are you ready?
Yeah, I got a mashed potato right here. I'm going to set this up. It's gone.
Magic! Yeah! Wow! That's amazing!
It was in my t-shirt.
Right, so from Jessie, from Barry, and from Wendy, we are going to say goodnight to you all. Barry, thank you for the eaters. We probably would have got the hang of it by then, but as you can imagine, homeschooling, lockdown life right now, this is, well, it's all our realities right now, isn't it? So yes, and next week I'll be another further week into my 30 days to healthy living with Arbonne, so I'll be feeling even more fit, healthy, energetic, and fabulous.
The thing on there, it's magic.
Oh, magic.
Can you guess where it is? No.
No.
It's not here.
All right, guys, we'll see you very soon. Take care.
I'm going to press it.
Okay. Press the red button.